What's going on, everybody? BrickBuilder here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Vanilla Views. And today we did a bit of off-camera work. So for starters, I finally covered this lava pool with some glass. I don't know why, I just kind of wanted to cover it up, but keep the lava there. So by doing this little checkerboard pattern, I think it's just like a little added add-on. More importantly, we built something very cool here. This down here is my Afk Fishing Farm. I haven't really used it much, as you can see, being that I've only collected like 3 pieces of fish, but I definitely plan to use this to get some enchant books so we can make some good tools, because if you have watched the previous episodes, some of our enchants were not the greatest, but the biggest upgrade we have made is, you can already see it a little bit, but we're gonna quickly sleep the night, you know. Let's let that sun go down. Here we go. Let's just get a beautiful sleep on just my professionalism to go ahead and, you know, wait till night to start filming. But what we have over here is we have what I'm going to be calling the Rainbow Road. And for anybody who doesn't know, the Rainbow Road is a Mario Kart track, but I kind of got inspiration for this just kind of because, yeah, from Rainbow Road, obviously. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a cool looking, I wanted to make a really creative and interesting and kind of new design for a Nether portal. And this is what I came up with. So I think we're going to go ahead and do it, and it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. We're nearing the end of it. We're going to throw a cloud at the edge of this, and it's going to be cool because that's where the Nether portal is going to rest. And yes, I know this isn't the most realistic build, but it's definitely going to be a cool one. And it's definitely fitting with the theme of this area, which is going to be one of our focuses for the first beginning part of this series. And I think we're good at that there. Now we got to throw the actual cloud. So the cloud, first we're gonna go 8 out, I think. Actually, wait, maybe 7. Yeah, right? Yeah, 7. That's what we want to do. All right, because 8, then the portal will not be symmetrical. We want it in the middle. So yeah, we're gonna have a nice portal, and it's gonna be very cool when we get there. But first, we got to do this, and I like the fact we're using the stained glass to really like make something here, because you don't really see stained glass used all that much, especially in the large quantities like we're using it right now. But stained glass definitely looks awesome. So if you can really set up a design you like with it, you can really make something nice. And, you know, it would have been cool to make this be a star, but actually I kind of like the white better, I think, just because we already have so much color. But I hope we're going to have enough. We're not even going to have enough to really finish this off, I think. Well, what we're going to do here now is, give me one of these. Yes. What I want to try is, I want to try this. We're going to see how this looks. I think it'll look pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and give like a rainbow outline here, just because I think this could be kind of a cool addition right there. You know, just throw a little rainbow on the outside. You know, why not is the way I look at it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some oak. Ooh, no, we're not. We're going to take this and throw that there. Yes. Then we're going to throw the portal. Where do I want the portal to go? We're going to put the portal right here, I guess. It's not going to be in the middle, but that's alright. I don't really want it in the middle anyway. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And there we go. Is that big enough? Yes, it is. And then we take that and boom, we light it. So there's our portal. But that's not going to be enough. Now what I want to do is I want to go, and I kind of want to put a little bit of a ring around the portal, you know? I don't really honestly know why, but I think that I want to make it more creative here. Just, you know, try to get a little bit more interesting with the portal and its looks. So that's why we're doing this. And also, by building this up so high up, we're not going to ever hear the noise unless we come up here, which is one of the huge advantages to this, being that this noise is pretty annoying, as you can already tell. So yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So now what we'll do is we'll go down and we'll take a look at this thing, see how it looks from a distance. But I think it's going to look pretty cool. And I definitely like it. I think it's a pretty creative build. Definitely works. I like it. It's very interesting compared to the usual just, you know, let's plop down a portal sort of design. I rather would get a little bit more creative with it, so I made that. Now, being that we're progressing in the game, you know, as every single episode goes on, we're getting more resources and more unique different things that need their own chest spaces. I've been running a little bit low on chest space, being that I only have these 4 chests. So what I did was I added a chest here, and this is my resource chest, and this is where I'm storing all the items I have. I have a beautiful amount of diamonds, although I would definitely love more. We'll get there one day, you know, and that's the focus of that. But we'll just be doing like a lot of strip mining off camera, basically, to get this stuff. We have a decent amount of like redstone, iron. We got a pretty good amount. So we should be good in that department there, which is great. But one big thing we've been lacking on is food. We don't really have a permanent food supply. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to settle down right here and build up a nice little animal pen. So I kind of went with a pretty simplistic style for this thing, being that I don't really want something too complicated, being as I'm not sure if it's going to even be permanent. Just because, you know, we might not really want to keep our animals in this location forever, since I don't even know if this is going to be where like we permanently set up. We're probably going to end up moving out of our little village here at some point, but I do enjoy this village nonetheless. Now, what we need to do, though, is we're going to need to get some, what are they called? They are called wheats. So we're going to need to get that. And unfortunately, I don't even think we have any wheat since I made it all into bread because I needed food. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to make a hub, but we're just going to leave this in the chest for when we get to farming. And I think what we'll do is we'll just pop on over to the village. But let me take a little bit of bones. So let me take some bone meal just in case. Because you never know. If this village doesn't have crops grown, then we're going to need to make some of those things speed up. But yeah, I think we're going to go for a sheep farm, being that we can get wool and mutton out of it, which is quite the advantage. And yes, I know we could use the auto fishing farm for food, but I think that I kind of want something animal-wise rather than the fishing farm, since the fishing farm is there more or less for the fact that we can get enchanted books and mending bows, etc. You know, because I think that'd be pretty useful if we had like a pretty powerful bow right now. You know, like a max level enchanted bow or whatnot. I would definitely like that. And what we're going to do is, it's a good thing that we have a 3-wide fence on this thing, our animal pen, since it's going to be pretty easy for us to actually let mobs in, which is kind of the focus here. Is the reason why I did that was so it would be easier to let mobs in to the actual farm, so it's less of a challenge and struggle to get them in. But once we have a couple in there, that's alright, because we can breed them up slowly over time, being that we could, again, use the auto fishing farm for food temporarily, if that's necessary. So what we're going to do is we're going to find these sheep right over here. It looks like there's quite a lot of sheep. So we're going to go to them. Alright, no running. Can't run because we can't lose the sheep. Hi. Hi. Alright. We got to follow. We got to make sure that the sheep follow us. And now we probably could have done this with boats too, but boats would have been less effective, I think. But you could use boats, put them in the boat, and then, you know, travel with those. Alright, so here we go. Looks like we got 4 sheep. Let's head back with the 4 we got here. That'll work for now. Since I don't really know how many sheep we're actually going to realistically even want in the pen. We can always add more, you know, in the future. That's the way I look at it, is by breeding these bad boys up, we can make more. And we are going to dye some of them colors, being that we're not going to only want white wool. You know, we're going to need all the different colors throughout the series for building projects and whatnot, you know. Because I don't know what we're going to do with wool, but we'll definitely have a use for it in the future. You know, I mean, we could have built the Nether hub with wool, but I decided that would rather not be a focus. And also, if you're wondering why we haven't gone to the Nether, it's strictly because I don't think we have enough armor and stuff that I want to risk it. And there's no real reason for that we need to go to the Nether, like, in today's episode. So I think we're going to save that for a time when we're a little bit more, like, ready for it and kind of feel it's a bit more necessary. Come on, sheep, get in the pen before nighttime, because I need to take a nap. Hi. There we go. Come on. Yep, there we go. Alright, well, we got a couple in there. We'll breed those ones up. And these right here we're going to kill since they did not make it in. So it looks like we got this pen right here now going. So that's good. We have a little bit of a sheep farm, which we're definitely going to need. So that is great stuff right there now. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take... Oh, we already have a chest. Beautiful. And I want to make a couple pairs of shears right now. You know, not too many, just a couple. There we go, 3. That should be more than enough. Honestly, 3 is kind of overkill in my opinion on what we're going to be doing here. But I want to throw a chest right down here. I want to throw the shears in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go on and we're going to shear these guys up already. So, yeah. And also, one of the main benefits is of using the walls here instead of a full block is that there's always going to be grass in this farm because it's all, like, you know, next to it. So that's good. Let's take the shears, throw those back. We can't forget to put the shears back in the chest. But, you know, just having a couple sets of shears in there will definitely be useful because, you know, that'll definitely be vital to shear success. I had to make the joke. So now I decided that I'm going to kind of show you guys how the actual fish farm works and kind of explain it a bit. So if anybody does want to build it in the world, you can definitely try to do so. It's a pretty cheap and inexpensive design, which is why I went for this one. It's relatively cheap. You just need a little bit of iron, a tad bit of redstone, really. It's like there's not too much into it. So it's a very early game, which is why I like it. Alright, so how it works. You've got chest here, hopper there. You've got a door right there, and then you got a note block right here. Now the note block usually makes noise, but we put the slab on top so it doesn't. You put the slab on top of the door, 2 blocks on, well, 1 block here on the side of the door, and you put a redstone on top. And then we got to get out, so we're going to go over here, and thank you, game. There we go, beautiful. And then what you do is you're going to take a slab, put that on top of here, put a block on top of the hopper, put 2 blocks there, then put the tripwire across. How this actually works is you throw the bobber and it opens the door, and then you hold down your right click, or you have an AFK obviously on the right click, or another button that you reset it to. And how it works is it's basically stuck on the note block, thus meaning that it'll recast whenever we catch something since it bobs down. See? So that's how it works, and now we're at level 25. But using this farm like overnight or when you have a long period of time can yield some pretty good things, such as name tags, saddles, the rare occasion of getting like junk items like leather boots and etc., which we'll probably just toss anyway. But you can also get fish and whatnot out of this. So I wonder if we got anything good. I highly doubt it, since we haven't really used this too much. And we have tons of chests in here. So that way, if we AFK overnight, we should, you know, not even fill all those chests. But the goal is that we can have a ton of enchant books, because I would like to make a library somewhere in the world where we store all of our enchant books at some point. But we don't even have any food. I'm pretty sure I threw it back in the chest. But regardless, I'm going to go get some food, and then we're going to work on the final project for today's episode. Now that we have our own sheep farm, well, any sheep that aren't in that farm can have it, because I'm going to need food until that sheep farm has enough sheep to produce. So we're going to be slaying out all these guys. And here we approach the Mesa biome, which is where we're going to be going to collect the resource for something that's going to be vital to the series when we get there. But we're not going to actually build what we're going to be building today. But we're going to just get the resources for it, because it's more of an off-camera sort of build, because I don't think you guys really want to see it. If you haven't guessed it so far, we're going up to the top of the Mesa to collect a pretty cool block that's going to work for our village and pretty much everywhere. But we're going to be collecting this stuff here known as coarse dirt. What's cool about coarse dirt is that it doesn't grow grass. But what we're going to be doing is I want to build a pathway, essentially from almost every single build in the world, to connect each other. But I don't really know how we're going to end up doing this, or if it's going to actually end up happening. But for most builds in the world, expect there to be a path system to connect to them. So we're just going to get a little bit of this coarse dirt, and as we do that, I'm going to end the episode here. So if you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like, and if you're at all new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And I, BrickBuilder, will see you in another episode of Minecraft Vanilla Views. Bye!